Hi, Michael GENCHER, your Northern Beaches Independent Team Pittwater candidate. What are two strengths that I would bring to council? Well, I'd have to say firstly my problem solving and analytical skills. I'm very good at getting to the core of a problem and finding the solutions. Secondly, I'd have to say my leadership qualities. Not limited to, but strategic thinking, advocacy, inspiration, motivation, communication, and certainly energy. Definitely energy.
I'm a good listener and I genuinely like hearing what people have to say and how they think. The second thing I would bring to council is I really care.
Running as an independent to be the voice of my community, and my biggest fear is not matching the challenge or not even exceeding the expectation, and that's my biggest fear, is just not getting done what I'd like to do.
I have a number of fears. One of them concerns the way the campaign has changed due to this extended lockdown. So it's gone from being something where you get out and meet people and have a chat, things that I'm quite confident with, to a strictly online campaign, a digital campaign, and that I think poses challenges for people like me who are running for the first time.
First question was, what advice would you give new councillors coming onto the new council? Well, it's a very steep learning curve when you first get on council. There's a lot to learn. It's always a good idea to do a lot of asking, do a lot of listening, and you'll get there. It'll just take a little bit of time.
But yeah, books are my guilty pleasure. Reading is so important to me anyway, and during this lockdown, it's been amazing. A good novel transports me. And when you can't go anywhere, you can barely leave your house, that's a wonderful thing to be transported.
I go and I sit in my car in the garage all by myself for peace, quiet, solitude, and that's something I really need right now. Two things that I would like to achieve on council. I would truly like to be an independent voice of my community, and that's not about speaking for my community, it's about listening to my community.
The other thing I would like to achieve is, given the extended nature of this lockdown, which has been so grim for so many people, I think one of my aims would be focusing on what people need. Are local businesses getting the financial support they need? Are people getting the emotional support they require?
Two things that I'm most proud of achieving in the time that I've been on council. Well, I've been on council since 2008. The really big one for me was one of the early ones that I dealt with, which was the Church Point Plan of Management. We had to eventually come to some sort of consensus decision between it, and I think we worked out quite a good compromise in the end, but it took 35 years and it was pretty tough doing. The other thing, I'm really proud that I've been involved in that purchase of a whole lot of land and putting it into the public domain and doing that sort of thing.
What is the one thing in your life that you are most proud of? I think that relates to my first book, Almost French, and the fact that it helped people. It was not something I expected or set out to do, but I have received over the years thousands of letters and messages from readers who've said that reading my story, which is essentially a fish out of water story, made them feel less alone in a period of their lives that was difficult. And that's a wonderful thing for a writer, to know that not only has your book entertained, but it's also helped people.
What's one thing I'm most proud of? My family. Most proud of my family. My family is great, and they make me great. Thank you.